All right, let's check the sound. Let's check the visuals. Are we live right now? If you're watching and you have a Twitch account and you're not following, could you do me a favor? Just, this is not a trick, but could you follow me and see if the alert works? Thank you very much. The test alerts do work on my end, but just wondering. You can unfollow and follow again too if you already followed. I don't know if there's any penalties to that in terms of like channel extras or something like that. But yeah, again, I'm at home. You can see the beautiful, I don't remember what this thing is called. Thank you, Mr. Goulash. It does work. Let me straighten my glasses a bit, at least for the camera, all right? All right, don't be annoyed by the cat who might be making some noise while I stream. Soul Defunk, what's up? Right, so what we're doing today is continuing on from yesterday and hopefully finishing this track until my daughter wakes up. And then I'm gonna dip out and see you again probably tomorrow because I have some extra time to stream. If you're in the chat on Twitch or YouTube, send a message, let me know you're watching, be nice, and let's go. See. Let me know if the mic sounds okay. It sounded I had it all figured out. Like I had all the settings perfectly dialed in, and then without me knowing, my almost 2-year-old daughter cranked the main output on my mixer, so everything, the entire signal that came into OBS was just like completely compressed and sounded very bad in my opinion. It was audible, it was fine, but it didn't sound very good. If there's any balancing issues, then definitely let me know. Mr. Goulash, thanks for all your tunes. Jij bedankt voor je bericht. Waar vandaan ben je ingetuned, Mr. Goulash? Try a... Oh, there's already some vintage reverb on here. Let's see if we can maybe extend that reverb. I don't think it does need it. So let's just add another one. And see if we can make it a bit nicer. That's too much. Maybe a nice plate. up, Krustenkäse? Utrecht. Hell yeah. Mr. Goulash from Utrecht. Do we know each other? These vocal channels can be grouped, I think. Here we go. My mic is blocking my keyboard a bit. Still getting used to the keyboard, so I might be looking around the mic a bit. It's too quiet. We could just crank these two a bit. I'll just put a limiter on there. Crank it like that. You did see me live in the Helling at New Year's Eve. Sick. That was a fun night. On the dance floor. Right, I wanted to do something with this synth sample today. And like I said yesterday, because... yeah, I'm just gonna turn... Hey, Poos! Just gonna turn this transit plugin off because it's giving me a bit too much grief. Maybe there's a new version that's that works a bit better. I don't think this filter works very well either. Probably better to have just a high pass filter there. But then it also needs to make sense automation wise. That's cool. What if we go from all the way wet to all the way dry on that reverb send? Just leave all these things on because there was something here with the 2 milliseconds latency, and I'll forget if I turn this off, so I'll just on the dance floor. Leave them turned on. Okay. Lock and on the dance floor. Lock and okay, so that second drop, that needs a bigger build up too. Just call this make build up bigger. And then here too. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. Right, so this node only needs to exist right there, I think. Yeah. And then let's automate that so it starts very low there. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. I don't know about this. Maybe. I don't understand why everything is so... why all the levels are so messed up. I don't even know where this sound exists. Here? Why is this so quiet compared to the rest? Alright, 1 second. Yes. Delete this. Actually, we can delete this whole thing and put the new one on. Type in channel. What a messy, messy project this is. There we go. Flip that. Nice. That's pretty good. We just need to compensate for that added gain a bit because it goes into another channel strip later on. So 1 dB or something, that's fine. Good. Wait. Sorry about that. Maybe 2-ish. Be fine. And then this goes into this one with the bass. Maybe clip this bass too. Nah, doesn't make it better. I will be limiting it or something later on. Shaba, what do you use for clipping? Well, I use standard clip. I just opened it. Standard clip or sometimes G clip, but to be honest, I have more than enough processing power for standard clip, which I don't think is very heavy either. I mean, should this bass sound just have a little more sustain, maybe? That's on the kick as well. Yeah, that's this channel strip thing is just it's Air Windows C strip 2, and that goes into standard clip, and these are just macros for those plugins. I don't know. Something about this just still isn't really working, I feel like. And that's something, it does seem to be the bass. Maybe it's just being sidechained too much. And if my camera goes wild with the light sometimes, it's just because I'm at the window with the sun in my back. That's fine. Doesn't matter. On the dance floor. Thank you, Chevy. Yeah, maybe turning down those drums wasn't a good idea. Okay, this is sounding a bit better, I think. Now at least there's like this knock to the kick and the bass together, and it sort of like fades out instead of being this slow, kind of boring flat thing. How does it sound here? Maybe it doesn't work as well there. Maybe I just need a different bass sound there. Or a variation, or maybe something completely different. What's happening here? All sorts of stuff. By the way, if you can hear my fridge in the background going absolutely crazy, I'm gonna give that a little what do you call that? Kinetic maintenance. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. Headphones and glasses don't always work together very well. I'm still getting used to that. Anyway, there we go. We'll leave that for later in case we... Well, actually, no. The arrangement is pretty much... The arrangement is pretty much finished. We just need to make it better. Alright, okay. So the problem now is that because I set it to polyphonic, because if I set it to mono, this was a big discovery we made yesterday. We set it to mono, then the phase doesn't reset on every note. So that means you get like weird phasing and two notes don't sound the same. So I'm kind of wondering if there is, let's see, if there's a setting for that. But waveform, okay, by default, net it up, did it up. Help tooltip values when adjusting control. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah. It's fine. No, nothing like that. Let's check this out. There has to be a way to fix that because, yeah, it sounds very bad now. I do this. I don't think it changes. Right, so that, and actually like that doesn't even work all that well, the different notes. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to make a different sound there anyway. So let's get rid of all the old unused bass sounds. There we go. Quantum E7, what's up? Loading the rhythm, awesome. Blue Flame LP. Do you watch Ultra Miami? No, I don't. Ultra Miami, that's a festival? Or am I completely misunderstanding what you're saying? What I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna try and make like a sequence kind of bass. Yeah, I just don't like those different notes even at all. So what if we just use the same bass line as before, but make a very different sound? So get rid of all of this. Initialize the preset, go to just a different sound. A sub now, and let's layer that with something else. We can just use something from the basic shapes, maybe a square. Same octave. What I'd like to do ideally is, wait, I can slice these notes up like in FL now, right? In Ableton 12. So transform, radiate, might not be the one. I don't know if anybody sees where that option is to slice these up into equal little notes, then let me know, because I don't think any of these are it, and I might just Oh wait, I can do, maybe just do one. No, I don't know. Doesn't matter. We'll do that later. Or something very simple. And I don't want these notes to bleed into each other in case I start messing around with the polyphony in a second. Cool. I want these notes to be very short as well. By the way, just like yesterday, I'm at home now, so I just have one screen, so I can only check the chat every so often because sometimes I just focus on the music. Quantum7 says, I wish I knew how to use Ableton really easily like this. What do you have trouble with? Okay. I had something like this in my head, just with some filter stuff going on. Start with this. Just do an envelope that's the same on every note. These, yeah. Stream LP. Try that one. I don't really like the harmonics that adds. So let's just go for low 18 and just make it a bit standard, bit bend. You primarily use Logic, so you're new to learning the workflow in Live. Yeah, that makes sense. MIDI mainly. I get it. It's been a while since I did anything with MIDI in Logic, but I do remember it being quite finicky compared to Ableton, so I imagine it's the same in reverse as well. Okay, now let's try and make a sort of a sequence with this to change the frequency cutoff point. The resonance too. Is it 2 bars? Yeah. Maybe not set the resonance all the way there. We make this even longer, 2 bars. Okay. It's something, I guess. Some distortion. I'm usually a pretty big fan of the Serum filters, but for some reason it's not really connecting right now. This is cool. Maybe I just need some more harmonics to play with. Copy oscillator A to B with mods. Yep. Maybe something like that. Try the mono first before we do anything crazy. Yeah, right. Burger Unit, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, starting to strike a nice balance between heavy and staccato, I guess. Stom van Gassel, what kind of music do you make? Well, I mean, I don't know what this is necessarily. I usually make music around like 140 BPM, dubstep, that kind of thing, or jungle. I make some drum and bass, and I make some UK garage kind of stuff. But I've been into this sort of like electro-ish kind of kick lately. So maybe this works best with, let's high pass this and put a version of the original bass under it, which is sort of like an 808 kind of thing. And we'll worry about how this is placed in the mix in a second. Right. So just do this. Cool. This harmonic might be too loud in general. I don't know. See, I don't know. Does that work? See, this just doesn't work. I'm having a bit of trouble with this one, as you may have noticed. Let's, I'm gonna open Splice for a second. Like if it turns out that this track is just miles better with just a random synth loop or something, then I would definitely not be opposed to that. I think I've done enough original writing in this one. What if we just do like sequence synth? Fine, dude. I've heard this track in something very recently, in a track that I liked very much. Something like that could maybe work. Let's try and add that. See if it does anything. There's a cat outside my window saying, "Hello, hello." Seeing if this makes any sense. I'm just gonna listen to the intro again. See where we end up. Hallo Bookers! How's it going, man? I'm having trouble finishing this track. I think it's boring, kind of. Like it doesn't quite work and it needs something. Alright, that was a bad decision to filter that kick out. So I'm just gonna delete all of that automation. This too. Yep. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. On the dance floor while they pop, lock and drop. So that was low pass the whole time because that's what I wanted to do here. So I am going to re-enable the low pass on this bit only. Make this a different color so I don't confuse myself again. Go back to the build-up-ish kind of thing that isn't really a build-up yet. I don't know if it works, etc. I'm trying to power through this track because I want to finish it and release it. It does have something. You know what? There's no like call and answer to any of that bit. Call and response. So what if we try to switch it up there? Okay, wait. I need to go about this a slightly different way. Bukas, by the way, if you're watching, do you have any idea how I can make Serum not reset the phase every time a monophonic note plays? So like the problem I've been having is this bass sound. So do you use Serum? I think you do. I don't know. But you or anyone else, if you're watching and you know about Serum, you happen to know this setting. The phase is set to wait, 182? No, that can't be it, right? If this is what the problem was. Okay, before I continue, let me listen to this. Put this to mono. No, it's still doing it. So it's doing something that makes these things cancel each other out when it's set to monophonic, and I think that's because it changes the phase, the initial phase, every time a note plays to avoid clicking. But like this, like I can't really have a release on the sound without consecutive notes messing each other up in terms of layering and that kind of thing. So if anyone has any idea how I can set it so it cuts itself off but it doesn't change, like I'm fine with a click here and there, I'll fix that. I just don't know how to do this. If I set it to poly 1, it just does this. It just waits for the note to be completely gone before it allows another one to be played. Am I familiar with the Warriors label from back in the day? The Undertone Flashpoint EP is a perfect example of how good dubstep was from 2010 to 2014. Do you know some of these guys? I'm not quite sure. Let me just Google that really quickly. From Belgium. Oh, of course. Yeah. I think Artronics made and probably still makes good music. I haven't spoken to him in a while or heard from I don't know if I heard any new music from him recently, but I used to like Artronics music a lot. I was kind of like disillusioned with the whole thing around that time, 2010, 2014, especially towards the end, because my label went defunct, you know, Black Box, Box Clever, and that was a bad time for my career, especially in retrospect. So like if somebody tells me that dubstep was good in 2014-ish, then I have a hard time believing that because of my own personal biases. But if I hear some of the tracks back now, I think a lot of it is pretty good, and also a lot of it is pretty like boring, cookie cutter dungeon stuff. But you didn't ask for my opinion about anything else. You asked for my opinion about the Warriors label, and yes, I like Artronics. That's all I can say right now. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave this track for a bit. I don't think this is gonna work. So let me switch to the cam here and open a different thing. Yeah, let's work on some dubstep, I guess. Projects. Maybe this one. This one is finished, but I don't know if it needs any more work because I made it in a few hours earlier this week, and probably not as finished as I thought it was right then and there. Let's see. Oh, by the way, if you're confused about like me replying to chat messages that you can't read, I'm using Restream to stream to both Twitch and YouTube right now, and that combines like the two chats for me in one screen. But I can't show that to you guys because that would violate Twitch TOS, and I don't want to do that. Okay, main screen. Let's just have a listen first. Don't know why this is off. There we go. This could use some more like creepy effects and just like dreamy stuff, I think. I appreciate that, Daniel. Thank you very much. Yeah, there were some okay releases by myself in that time. I mean, 2010 is when I started releasing stuff, and I think especially a few of my very early things I'm still pretty proud of, especially because I don't really understand how I was able to make them. Not that they're like super like intricate in terms of like technical ability or whatever, but I feel like I had no idea what I was doing musically back then, especially, and I'm glad it worked out. But there's also some music that I look back on where I'm like, you know, maybe should have spent more time making more tracks instead of releasing those. But labels made those choices, I guess. And I don't want to be too negative about that whole thing because a lot of people really appreciate those releases, and I don't want to sort of sour that experience by saying like I don't like them anymore, because that wouldn't be nice. It would not be nice. So I said that this track was finished. I don't think it was. I don't think I even thought it was finished. But the sketch was definitely done. But yeah, this needs like mix down stuff and all that. So let's start with the drums and just make this track work, because I think this is like, in terms of writing, it's pretty much done. I just need some filling out and stuff. Very loud. Yeah, it's better. This I think needs a separate EQ to tame those lows a tiny bit, or the kick just needs to be shorter. Actually, that might be it. What happens if everything is playing together? Some saturation on there. I think that's pretty nice. You need to compensate again. Let's see. Ah, there you go. Cool. This kick needs a bit more of a shape to it. Like, it'd be better if it's a bit longer, but it goes down a bit more gradually, because it's like a block right now, or it was anyway. That's good. And the other one just needs to be short. Cool. All right. Sounds pretty good. I'm having trouble seeing what's going on my screen now because the sun is right on it. Drums and then the bass. Drums and the bass together. Let's see. That one. Oh, I don't have to solo those. I can just solo the groove because they're together in one group. There we go. The kicks are still too loud, maybe, right? I'll just maybe turn them down. Let's check the phase too. I think especially with this style of dubstep and whatever it needs, the sub needs to be a bit louder than the kick. I mean, they can be, equally loud or whatever, but having a kick that really pokes out of the sub, above the sub, I don't think works. This might need some more sub though. And now we can start thinking about, turning the sub back down. What's happening here? Not much. We'll leave that on. Not too much, because it'll start to sound like plasticky and boring. Okay. Sorry about the sudden drop in volume, but I need that for some headroom. I do think the snare maybe needs some highs. But I mean, we can just put like maybe an RC20 on it and add some white noise, some triggered white noise. Try that. Put this to 1. Pretty nice. All in all, though, I don't know if this rim is that good, but you know, maybe a transient master on it fix everything. And what do you know? Sort of. You want a quick... Oh, what's happening now? There we go. The search, I need to get used to Ableton's new search stuff. If you want a quick soft clip, just put a saturator on there. That's a soft clip. And it should be doing just that, right? Yeah. So just clipping at 0 now, as you can see here. If we turn the soft clip off, it isn't. Right? I mean, it's still doing the same. So I don't know what's happening. The DC filter, maybe? Man. Even without, oh right, it just hard clips maybe, and soft clip doesn't. Doesn't matter. Don't listen to me about the Ableton saturator. I still really haven't figured it out properly, and you know, much to my shame, but whatever. we go. Clip the percussion for some headroom. I almost forgot that with music like this, you can fix the track by just putting reverb on the hi-hats. Rebalancing the whole thing. Just want a tiny bit of that crunch there. I mean, this needs like all sorts of dynamics things to make it work, but for now this is fine. Anyway, for the people left watching, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Not the most successful in terms of music production, but I do think that we went through some interesting stuff, and hopefully I can finish both of these tracks this week, and an additional track, because I've selected some for like 2 forthcoming EPs, and it'd be nice if, you know, I can make them sound sick as soon as possible, because the label schedule is chugging on and I don't want it to delay any further. I had a very busy time, and I just want to get the releases back out there. Thank you, Bukas. Cool. So I'm gonna hang out with my daughter because she rules, and let this play out for a second and tell you that if you're watching this back, or if you're live now, watching live now, you can, if you want, go to patreon.com/TMSV. I do track breakdown videos on there, and I've started to do some other videos too. I'm not going to use it as a James Blake type vault, because it's mostly a production thing. So if you're interested in learning production stuff, and you want to know sort of like the process behind the tracks that are already out, especially those on Perfect Records, but someone like Deep Medi and Deadbeat and all that kind of stuff too, then definitely go to my Patreon. Everything is always up. I don't remove things after 4 weeks or whatever. So if you just want to have a look, or watch a few clips of a few videos, and be my guest, it's all good. And for now, I'm just going to say thank you very much for watching, and until